The untold truth about money, how to build wealth from nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, we've all heard the saying, money makes the world go round, but how many of you have truly understood what it takes to build wealth from nothing? I'm not talking about people who were handed fortunes or those who had a head start in life. I'm talking about the people who started at the bottom with no money, no resources, and no roadmap, people like you and me who dared to dream and build from scratch. See, the truth is that wealth is not something you inherit or stumble upon. It's something you create, something you cultivate, something that you can shape with your own two hands. Wealth is not just the dollars and cents in your bank account. It's the way you live, the freedom you gain, and the impact you can make in this world. I'm here to tell you today that you don't need to be born rich to become wealthy. You don't need a trust fund, a famous last name, or even the perfect circumstances. You can start from zero, from less than zero. You can start from a place where you're struggling, where the bills are piling up, where you're working 2 jobs just to get by. You can start there and build a legacy that will last for generations. The journey to wealth starts in your mind, not in your pocket. It starts with the choices you make, the habits you cultivate, and the actions you take every single day. Let me share with you the 7 untold truths about building wealth from nothing. These are the principles that will help you rise from wherever you are to wherever you want to be. Let's get into it. 1. It starts with a dream, the power of vision. First and foremost, wealth begins with a vision. It starts with a dream, and not just any dream, but a dream that consumes you, that keeps you awake at night, a dream that lights a fire in your soul. Les Brown said it best, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. You see, so many of us have been conditioned to believe that we can only have a little bit, that we should play it safe, stick to the status quo, and be content with what we have. But I'm here to tell you that if you want to build wealth from nothing, you've got to dream bigger than you've ever dreamed before. You've got to see yourself where you want to be, not just where you are. Take a moment and close your eyes. Picture yourself living the life you want to live. Picture the house, the car, the freedom to travel, the ability to take care of your family without worry. Picture yourself being able to give back, to make a difference in the lives of others. Now, here's the thing, that dream is possible. That dream is within reach. But you've got to see it first before you can manifest it. Let me tell you a story. There was a young man named Ray Kroc. You may not know his name, but you know the empire he built. Ray Kroc is the man who turned a small fast food operation into McDonald's, the most recognizable fast food chain in the world. But what you don't know is that Ray Kroc wasn't born into wealth. He wasn't handed a golden ticket. He was 52 years old, selling milkshake machines, barely making ends meet. But Ray had a dream. He saw potential in a little hamburger stand run by 2 brothers. He had a vision to turn that stand into something massive, something global. And despite every obstacle, every setback, every challenge, Ray Kroc held on to his vision. He believed in it so deeply that it became real. That's what I'm talking about today. Your dream has to become so real in your mind that you can see it, taste it, and feel it, even before it manifests. So what's your dream? What vision do you have for your life? What do you want to create? Wealth starts with the dream, but the dream is just the beginning. 2. Embrace the power of discipline, the daily grind. Now, dreaming is great, but let me be real with you. A dream without discipline is just a fantasy. It's easy to sit around and imagine a better life, but if you're not willing to put in the work, that dream will never become a reality. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Discipline is the price you must pay for success. Let me break it down for you. Discipline means doing what you need to do, even when you don't feel like doing it. It means making sacrifices today for the reward tomorrow. It means giving up short-term pleasures for long-term success. Look around you. Most people are not wealthy because they lack discipline. They want to spend money they don't have on things they don't need to impress people who don't even care. They're not willing to delay gratification. They're not willing to say no to the things that drain their resources. But if you're serious about building wealth from nothing, you've got to learn the art of self-control. You've got to ask yourself, what do I need to do today to get closer to my goal, and then do it every single day. Whether that means saving a portion of your income, investing in yourself, or turning off the TV to read a book about finance, it's the small, consistent actions that lead to big results. Let me share something with you. Will Smith once said, you don't set out to build a wall. You don't say, I'm going to build the biggest, baddest, greatest wall that's ever been built. You don't start there, you say. I'm going to lay this brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid, and you do that every single day. And soon you have a wall. That's the power of discipline. It's the daily decisions, the daily habits that move you closer to wealth. Wealth doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen over time if you are disciplined enough to stick with it. 3. You are your greatest asset. Invest in yourself. Listen to me closely. You are the greatest asset you will ever have. Not your job, not your house, not even your investments, your skills, your knowledge, your abilities. That's where true wealth begins. Here's the thing, the more you invest in yourself, the more valuable you become. And when you become more valuable, the marketplace will reward you. Too many people are waiting for someone to come along and give them an opportunity. They're waiting for someone to recognize their potential. But I'm here to tell you, the only person who can truly change your life is you. You've got to invest in yourself like your life depends on it, because it does. Read the books, take the courses, learn the skills. Whatever field you're in, whatever business you're in, you have to become the best at it. Excellence is rewarded in this world. Mediocrity is not. Look at some of the most successful people in the world. Oprah Winfrey, for example. She didn't come from money. In fact, she came from extreme poverty. But Oprah understood early on that her mind was her greatest asset. She read books, she learned everything she could, she honed her skills as a communicator. She invested in herself, and today Oprah is not just wealthy, she's a billionaire. Not because she inherited it, but because she became it. So ask yourself, am I investing in myself? Am I developing the skills I need to succeed? Am I putting in the time to become the best version of myself? Because if you're not investing in you, you're not preparing for wealth. 4. Take calculated risks, step into the unknown. Wealth is not built in comfort zones. If you want to rise, if you want to build something extraordinary, you've got to be willing to take risks. And not just any risks, calculated risks. There's a difference between being reckless and being courageous. Courage is knowing the odds, understanding the risks, and still moving forward because the potential rewards are worth it. If you want to create wealth from nothing, you have to learn how to step into the unknown. Too many people let fear paralyze them. They're afraid of failing, afraid of losing, afraid of taking a leap. But let me tell you something, failure is part of the process. You will fail along the way. You will stumble. You will make mistakes. But every failure is a lesson. Every stumble is an opportunity to get better. You don't fail, you learn. Take the leap. Whether it's starting that business you've been dreaming of, investing in real estate, or taking that course to learn a new skill, do it. Don't wait for everything to be perfect, because it never will be. Take the risk now, because every great reward starts with a risk. 5. Leverage the power of relationships. Your network is your net worth. Success does not happen in isolation. If you want to build wealth, you need people. You need a network. You need to surround yourself with people who uplift you, challenge you, and expose you to new opportunities. There's a saying that goes, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you're serious about creating wealth, you need to evaluate your circle. Who are you spending your time with? Are they people who inspire you, who push you to be better, who believe in your dream? Or are they people who drain your energy, who keep you stuck, who tell you that you can't? Let me tell you something, wealth is built through relationships. Your network is your net worth. The more people you know, the more doors open for you. You don't need to be an expert in everything. You just need to know the right people who can help you get where you want to go. 6. The hustle is non-negotiable. You've got to grind. Wealth doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who work. If you want to build wealth from nothing, you've got to be willing to outwork everyone around you. The hustle is non-negotiable. 7. Faith in the process. Trust the journey. Wealth takes time. You've got to have faith in the process.